Good morning, boys and girls. It's Friday, and today is our last day of doing calendar together. So, let's challenge ourselves again and count by twos. You ready? Let's do it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, and today is the 29th, Friday, May 29th. And outside my window, it is partly sunny today. So since this is our last calendar and the last Bible story I'm going to read you this year, I picked one of my favorites, and I hope you like it too. Maybe you've heard of this one too. Let's turn in our book, Love Letters from God, and this story is called The Wind and the Waves. Ooh, looks a little rough out there, doesn't it? Let's read about it. It's from the book of Mark in the Bible. Wind and Waves. It was a beautiful day on Lake Galilee. Golden sunlight danced on the water. A gentle breeze whispered softly in the air. Small little waves rippled quietly across the water. In the little boat, the disciples rested after a busy day's work. Jesus put his head on a comfy cushion and closed his eyes. All was peaceful, quiet, and calm. Then, as if from nowhere, great gray clouds marched across the sky, and they pushed the sun right out of the way. The gentle breeze turned into a mighty rushing wind, and those small little ripply waves became big bouncing waves. In the little boat, the disciples were scared. What was happening? An enormous clap of thunder boomed above, and the heavens opened as a bolt of lightning streaked down toward the little boat. Now the disciples were terrified. Their little boat rocked up and down as the mighty waves came over the deck. They were going to drown. Where was Jesus? Surely he could save them. Above the noise of the storm, the disciples thought they heard another, quieter sound. Could it be? It was. Jesus was fast asleep on that comfy cushion, and he was just snoring quietly while the storm was raging all around them. Jesus, Jesus, the disciples cried, save us, save us. Jesus woke up. He stood up in that little boat, and he held his hand out over the waves. And he said 2 tiny words, be still. And an amazing thing happened. Those crashing, thundering waters became still. They became small little waves again. And that mighty rushing wind turned back into a gentle breeze. And those great gray clouds scurried right away, and the sun slid back out to where it belonged. The storm had stopped. The disciples were amazed. Who was this man who could calm the wind and stop the waves? This man was Jesus, the Son of God. Let's read our love letter from God to our class. Dear Mrs. Lowe's class, wow, How scary for those disciples to be in that little boat in the middle of a storm. Are you ever afraid of storms? Or of the dark? Or of being alone? Do you remember in that story how Jesus held out his hand over the water? If you are ever scared, I want you to imagine Jesus holding out his hand to you. Even though his hand might be invisible, it will still be right there, holding onto yours. He will hold tight and never let go. When you are afraid, remember, Jesus will be holding your hand. Love God. And Jesus has been with us all through kindergarten together, hasn't he? And when you go to first grade, he'll be holding your hand as you walk up that hallway to first grade, because he's never going to leave you your whole life. Well, that was our last story together. I miss you, but I'll see you soon on your graduation day. I can hardly wait. You all are going to be so cute. See you then. Bye-bye.